Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm gonna introduce you guys our research, and it's about Xofa Cafe. So here just a really brief description of Xofa on its social media. Attract a lot of likes from Facebook, almost 50,000 people, and more than 10,000 people follow. Also attract a lot of hashtags, around 8,000 posts. And we also sort a lot of comments on all of those from social medias. The majority of them are really positive, and it's amazing how much foreigners engage in this interaction with Xofa online. So our question gonna be, why do young consumers, including Vietnamese and also foreigners, go to Xofa? And I think the reason why we choose Xofa, it's because it's a really interesting combination between STF, singular theme focus, and with 24 like all day open kind of model, because it uses European style, so it's gonna attract a lot of foreigners, familiar to a lot of foreigners, and also it's gonna attract a lot of kind of new trendy Western inclined Vietnamese. And I think that's like a perfect combination for a coffee model. And also compared to Starbucks, it's like people can argue that Starbucks is really attractive to freelancer and worker, but then it's like a huge franchise, whereas like Xofa is very unique and only one. So yeah. Our area of interest is gonna be like the Thai foreigners who would come here, and we're also gonna ask why would people prefer places like Starbucks compared to Xofa, and we also want to discover like how people know about Xofa, because like according to our talk with the manager, he revealed us that Xofa don't really prioritize advertisement. And we just wonder like why would people, and a lot of foreigners know about this place, regardless of all the advertisement. And also we also want to ask like if customer would satisfy with the price they pay, because the price at Xofa is pretty high compared to an average coffee shop. So yeah, that's our area of interest, and we believe that this would help Xofa in increasing their image, really know how to correspond to what is happening in the customer's habit, and also help to improve their brand image. So now we move on to our observation through like 2-3 days of spending time in Xofa.
Okay, thank you, Mai. So hello everyone. Let me introduce you. Let me tell you guys what I have observed in the last few days. In my experience, Xofa is a great place that attract both Vietnamese and foreigners visitors to come. And there are, as I see, there are different groups of foreigners come to Xofa for various purposes. And some of them come with groups, and some of them come in individuals to work and talk with their friends. And not just Western people come to Xofa, and there are also China or Korean people that come to Xofa and enjoy the day. And one difference is that I found out that is foreigners usually call both drinks and food to enjoy their time instead of drinks only like Vietnamese people. And next is a mixed method that is Tung will tell you about it.
Hi everyone. Let's talk about our research method. So we use mixed method that contains interview and survey online. We think that mixing quantitative and qualitative data within the inquiry study would offer us a rich and variety pool of data, and will offer us the option to compete and maximum using the data for our benefits. So first talk about interview strength. I think that interview offers a rich database It allows for more in-depth data collection and comprehensive understanding. And interview length can be considerably long since the participant has a greater commitment to participate, and it helps us explore into their mind. It helps so that we have more engagement. On the other side, the witness, we will have to use more time to record and conduct, and interview can be very expensive. Interview is often known for being very vulnerable to biased opinion. Move to survey online. We incorporate this method into our research for the strength that it's really easy to gather data with large engagement from people in the netizens, and it lowered the cost, and it has more faster response rates, but on the other side, it is really less trustworthy than interview, sometimes we can encounter survey fraud. Next is
next is our Google Forms, and we make sure that people understand what we are doing, the reason behind this. We introduce ourselves and the meaning of the survey. And this is like our research for general survey. We figure out that the majority of people who respond range from 18 to 75. Also, most of them are like females. And whereas their income is not too much. It's only like ranging from $1 million to $3 million, but they are pretty willing to pay for coffee to hang out. And the most priority that when they choose a place is for beautiful space, for price, more than the quality of drink or more than quality of food. And for most of the time they would go to coffee shop to hang out and work. This is another survey. We do two surveys actually. One is for like Vietnamese customer and the other for foreigners. We pin this on Hanoi Massive community, which is a very big expat community online. However, we don't receive a lot of correspondence from this group though, because they have really low interaction with this kind of form. So we don't have enough valid numbers of respondents to make it anything. But here, just a quick look of our questions. We focus a lot on how people know it, what facility do they use, what do they use it for. And this is the interview questions that I designed. I feel like it's necessary to ask more than just one group of people. So here I include customers, waiters, and managers, because I think like waiters and managers, as serving and have a lot of exposure to customers, they will have more kind of insights compared to just customer as an individual. And we would also meet a lot of ethical issues.
Okay, so hello again. Let me tell you more about ethical issues. Actually, I believe that ethical issue is very important to and will affect to our project a lot. And first of all, there is this first of all is attitude. Asking someone to do interview without a good manners will make them feel like not feel like comfortable, and will answer with not really good answers. Secondly is politeness. Obviously there will be no doubt that they will refuse to interview first, and at that time we have to accept that and thank them for doing it. And last, respect. Is important to respect any interviewees no matter what their positions, sex, or where they are from. I quote that person is a person no matter how small, by Dr. Seuss. And next is analysis of interview data is by Duc.
For the reason of the qualitative interview, we found something similar to the review on the TripAdvisor and the reason of the on the questionnaire. So we found also it was something different, distinctive as the nature of the qualitative interview. And so the first impression of customer going to Xofa is the quality drink, nice views, nice life, cozy atmosphere for different purposes. For Vietnamese, they often studying, sleeping, or hang out, almost all chit chat. For foreigners, they often go there working, having lunch, or just relax. For the deciding factor that makes them go to Xofa is it's not a change. It's the unique coffee in Hanoi, and it's include the local factor inside it. And it's a more it's interesting factor is that the price is normal for the high standard coffee shop. So it's for high standard customer for going to. And in the inside perspective, manager comment that they don't need advertising to attract foreigner. They just need word of mouth, offline and online on the TripAdvisor. And staff and they comment on the habit of the customer like that. Foreigner often go alone on couple, and Asian often go in a group, big group, go together. And that's what I find about qualitative interview. And here's the next slide.
Okay, this will be our roundup for this presentation. We talk about the drawbacks and reflection after doing and carrying on this research. And as me doing the questionnaire, I see the huge deficit in having no specific directions of the questionnaire, leading to a very generalized outcome of the research. And also we didn't anticipate like the low response of the foreigners on the group, and that was like pretty sad. However, we do have a lot of interviews, more than 12, 15 people actually, of all different nationality, of all different age group, not really male and female, but there's not a lot of diversity in the answers. So it's pretty much similar to what we already analyzed based on the content of different social media. And also sometimes I feel like we need to sacrifice our like ethic in order to go with the flow of the interview. We didn't really have a chance to fully introduce them the purpose of the interviews. And sometimes we can just shoo people away or shy people away just because of our appearance. So that is, and I wish that we may have more time in order to carry on the more thorough research. And thank you for your listening. It's finally the end of this presentation.